day 60 something, taken off the mask, well, at least partially, because we're doing in my backyard what a lot of Americans are going to be doing, celebrating Memorial Day weekend. And we're doing it a little differently, like half of America or more than America is. We're doing it today. So every good barbecue in America needs a barbecue master. And in our family, one of the best is Patrick. So this is Patrick, everyone. Tell us a little bit about how you got excited about even grilling and cooking and food and
all this stuff.
All this good
All right.
stuff.
So I've been in the food and beverage industry for about 4 years, and you know, I really developed a true passion for the craft, cooking, making drinks, all that stuff. So I'm currently a bar manager at Barney's Beer in Pasadena, and we're actually very well known for our burgers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be making some burgers today.
Yeah, and he's going to actually master a healthy burger because, as you can see, we have our masks off. We've one of the fortunate family group members that have stayed in isolation, stayed healthy. So he's doing a healthy version. So while he shows you his ingredients, which I've got over here, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the history of the hamburger. So these are your ingredients, right?
Yep.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about why you've got the two here and why these are the better ones to have when you put together a healthy burger as far as your meat selections.
So I personally like a nice lean burger, and the way I achieve that is get extra lean ground beef, and then also I like to mix in a turkey burger, so kind of like a hybrid, and it makes it nice and lean, nice and light. And then I like to do a little Havarti cheese. And I'm currently on a keto diet, so we're going to do a keto burger today, an open-faced keto burger.
And the nice thing about what Patrick and I have learned is that in a healthy, kind of crazy environment that we're in, there's different versions of a healthy lifestyle. So he uses keto. I use a little bit of nutritional cleansing with the keto, and they work wonderful together. So he's going to be showing you exactly what it looks like, but I want to tell you a little something interesting about the burger. So Warren, why don't you come over here and let them see what it looks like in raw form. This is pretty much what you're looking at, minus maybe the coloring, what the original burger looked like, which actually started in America back in the 1900s by a gentleman by the name of Lois Lassen. And Lois Lassen was a Danish immigrant, okay? And he lived in Connecticut, and when he put his together, you'll notice that we don't have any buns. And why don't we have any buns?
Well, trying to be healthy.
Trying to be healthy. So he's going to show you how we're going to actually wrap it. And what Lois Lassen did is his shop, his little tiny deli type shop, which would be the equivalent, he liked to feed the sailors because he always had a dream of being a sailor. So he would take the meat, slap it between two pieces of bread and say, hey, take off, you've got some good food. He didn't even toast the bread. So we're going to see how Patrick is doing a classic burger. Go ahead. Healthy burger.
Healthy burger. Nothing better than hearing that sizzle on the grill. So now I tend to, stay a little light on the seasonings of my burger, but I just like to put a little seasoning salt on the top of it, just to give it a little flavor. I also put a little garlic, and then inside, when I mix the ground beef and ground turkey, just a little pepper, 1 egg, and some Italian breadcrumbs, which is just a tiny little bit of carbs, just as a binding agent, so the burger doesn't fall apart when you're grilling it.
And do you know the difference between Italian breadcrumbs and regular breadcrumbs?
Seasoning?
The seasoning. You guys, that's it. The reason Italian breadcrumbs are so popular is that we use a little bit of parsley, a little bit of basil, and that's our key ingredient. Of course, all Italians love garlic, which I'm sure you've got that covered, right?
For sure. Yeah, definitely a little garlic.
Okay.
I put garlic in just about everything.
And so, time-wise, a good healthy burger like this needs like how much time on the grill would you say?
I mean, it depends. For when it comes to turkey, you really want to cook it all the way through. But if it's all beef, you can go into the medium rare or medium burger. But for this burger, since it has turkey, I like to make sure it's cooked all the way through, and you know, I'd say 4 to 5 minutes per side. And then, you know, once you flip it, let it cook for a little while, and then slap the cheese on. And what I really like about the Havarti is it really melts into that burger really well.
Now, the interesting thing, when we were talking about the healthy burger, and I was doing my research, he said, you know, one of the best melting cheeses, flavor, calorie-wise, nutrition-wise, is Havarti. And I go, guess what? That is what Lois Lassen used. And it's a Danish cheese.
Yeah.
So it melted, it was quick, it tasted good. So go figure. Years later, we're still using it. Interesting also that Memorial Day weekend was initially called Declaration Day, for any of you that are interested in history. And we're declaring we're going to do ours a little different because we're having it in the morning. We're going to actually sit down and have our little feast today. Families in town. We've all been in isolation, so hi, Amber. She's waiting there. On the table, Amber, maybe you might want to lift up something, which is also an interesting little tidbit, because I know Patrick, after being on the grill, is going to want some. The picture there. So Amber's holding your classic first beverage ever. When Declaration Day became Memorial Day in 1900, it became a national holiday. We're actually celebrating 75 years now from World War II. But lemonade was the go-to drink. And believe it or not, hamburgers wasn't. It was chicken or a vegetable kebab.
Wow.
So we got away from...
I actually didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the vegetable kebab, believe it or not, was primarily corn. Corn was a big thing back then.
Yeah.
So we now are going to try it and see what his wonderful hamburger looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see you prepared a little
I
side
did.
here too. You
I
want to tell us
did.
about this wonderful side?
So
You always got to have a good
I
side.
have one already prepared, and so for this side, it's something I just started doing, and it's really simple, really easy to make, and it's mushrooms and zucchini chopped up, and I started with a little garlic, olive oil, and butter, and then you know, let that heat up a little bit, let the oils come out of the garlic, and then I add this zucchini and mushroom, you know, let that saute for a little while, and then right before it's almost done being cooked, turn the heat off, put the lid on, and let it sit.
So it
And
doesn't get mushy.
It doesn't get
huh?
mushy, and it just steams the rest of the way it cooks, and it comes out perfect.
Now, I like how you kept the peel.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us
Oh, I love
why,
the
because a lot of people don't do that.
See, I think it keeps it held together. When you take the peel off, because once you stick your fork in, that middle part is very soft, you know, very mushy, and if you take the peel off, it's just going to turn one big mush. And then as far as the rest of the seasonings go, really easy, just basil and thyme. That's it. Oh, a little bit of salt and pepper. So really simple, also very healthy, very keto, and just, you know, brings it all together. You know, so a lot of people have fries and stuff with their burgers, but since we're sticking healthy, we're just gonna go with vegetables.
Yeah, we want to come out of isolation like the best ever, and this is going to be fun. Now, of course, we all like to drink, so eventually we'll have our little beer, our glass of wine, but this is morning. We're doing it in the morning, and we're going to eat this baby like, whoop! So let's get to it. Let's take it on over. We'll lift it up, see how it's coming up.
Flip this one. It's been a few minutes. Get a nice grill.
Oh, look at that. Nice marking on that. I love
Some
it.
nice grill marks going. Nice and juicy. Just gonna let that one sit for another few minutes, and then we'll slap the cheese on and ready to.
Now, on your sauce here, tell us a little bit about your sauce, because it looks like we won't need anything else.
No. So
Okay.
my girlfriend and I, Amber, we like to go to In-N-Out and get you know, we'll get the protein style burger, and they kind of have like their special sauce. So I made my own special sauce, which is also very simple. It's just mayonnaise, ketchup, and relish.
And do you use a different type of mayonnaise that doesn't have all the creaminess and stuff, being like a low version of it, or
yeah, I
like
like to use like the olive oil mayonnaise.
Yeah, the olive oil
Really,
base.
yeah.
Okay, good.
So, and then also on this burger, we got a little avocado, which I love, some fresh onion, and some fresh tomato. And, you know, then it's just on an open face lettuce wrap.
Okay, now one thing everybody always says, it's so expensive eating healthy. I don't agree, do you?
Oh, no.
Okay,
Definitely
it's
not.
actually cheaper, isn't it, in some ways?
So for this whole meal, this is gonna feed 4 people. I spent $30
$30, guys.
for this whole thing.
Okay, and we're eating healthy. We're gonna have a good time. We
Yeah.
have great company because we've been taking care of ourselves in isolation. And aren't you worth the investment? Isn't America
For sure.
worth the investment? So we're giving you an option to celebrate a day where we're remembering people that fought for our freedom. So let's celebrate it by showing them we respect that freedom by eating healthy. And I'm so blessed to have had a grill master because, hey, my thing is baking and Italian stuff, but this guy's the master on the grill. So we're gonna head on over to this table and we're gonna sit down and we're having hamburgers healthy for our breakfast. So we wanna say goodbye. Have a nice holiday.
Bye, guys. Stay safe.